building and narrative video, featuring a setting I've decided to call Monster Planet. This was all created when I was inspired by Eric D. July, better known as Young Rippa, creating the Rippaverse, as well as the ever-growing Mutants and Masterminds RPG. While I can't exactly draw, I've decided to try a hand at writing dark or mature superhero stories in prose form, just like Soon I Will Be Invincible by Austin Grossman, as well as other pulp stories similar to Doc Savage and Zorro. That said, this is also heavily inspired by the works of horror manga artist Junji Ito, so you can definitely expect a lot of disturbing monsters pitted against our heroes. Anyway, before I begin this narration, I would like to invite you all to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell for notifications if you would like to see more content like this. Special shout out too to Mr. Jonathan Green, my patron in Patreon. If you would also like to support my channel and what I do here, you'll find my Patreon, PayPal, and Gcash information in the description below. Anyway, with all that out of the way, let us gaze deep into the darkness at the Monster Planet. I am a tutelary, the unseen entity that has watched over the Earth since time out of mind. I did not create the Earth or the universe, but I was there when the Threefold One created it from nothingness. I was there when the Great War raged in the beyond, when the first angel and those foolhardy enough to side with them were banished to the void. I was there when the earth was first blessed with life, and was there to witness the rise of the great serpentine beasts that once thundered across the land, and was there to witness the fall of the last of them, who looked more like a feathered fowl than any snake. I was there when the Threefold One made the first man and woman, and was also there to see how they were banished from paradise and had to struggle to live off the land. I am everywhere, and I see everything. I am aware of every plant that grows in your garden, of every insect that dwells beneath your home, and of every man, woman, and child that lives in your neighborhood right now. I am able to see and hear every fish that dwells in the deep, dark trenches of the ocean, and of every passenger aboard every airplane making their way through the skies above you. Nothing is invisible to me, but I am not allowed to meddle. I can only watch and see. While I may want to bite into and taste a bushel of apples, all I can do is watch someone else do the same. While I may want to feel the warmth of a summer breeze, I can only observe countless people sunbathing on the beach. I may see and hear all, but I have no authority to be part of your world. Such is the fate and destiny of all tutelaries, to simply watch worlds as events unfold and changes take place. But that is not the point of this monologue. I was merely introducing myself. The point of all this is that the Earth is in terrible danger as something unspeakable approaches it from the depths of space. The Monster Planet, sometimes called the Celestial Devourer and codenamed Grendel by various secret agencies on Earth, is an extra-dimensional horror that feeds on various celestial bodies, from planets to stars. Neither made of rock and dirt, nor gas and debris, the Monster Planet is instead composed of alien flesh and machinery. It makes its way now towards the Milky Way galaxy, having all but recently exited its home dimension, its many monstrous eyes now fixed on the Earth. It is only a matter of time before it reaches this world. However, even now, with Grendel still a great distance, all is not safe. Ancient cults that have known of its existence for millennia have begun to put their plans into motion now that they know their master is coming. Primordial beasts that the Monster Planet sent as harbingers to the Earth are also awakening as their primogenitor quickly approaches. The Monster Planet itself has also begun launching pieces of itself to land on Earth and serve as its emissaries, preparing for its arrival and making things even more difficult for those who would stand against it. This is a time of terrible danger for the earth and its people, and time is quickly running out. This world, though, this earth, is blessed with the presence of supernals, people with extraordinary gifts that make them more than human. There are those who can fly with either wings of their own or are somehow able to craft a means of taking to the air, like Daedalus and Icarus in a distant past. There are also those gifted with boundless strength whose greatly thewed bodies allow them to lift even mountains with ease. Then there are those whose minds are given incredible power, with either the creativity of the gods themselves or are somehow able to affect the world directly with just their mind. There are many of them in this world, and they might be its only hope against the coming threat. Among these supernals, one of the greatest, or perhaps the greatest in existence, was the one who called himself General Justice. For many years, since what you call the Second World War took place, he has upheld justice, maintained peace, and protected the earth from various dangers. It was he who managed to thwart the attempt of a terrible tyrant overlord from taking over the world. It was also he who stopped an alien invasion from the Centaurians dead in its tracks by engaging their forces directly in space. And it was also he who managed to bring a sense of peace to the world at the end of the Cold War by establishing the Society of Supernals. General Justice gathered other heroic and altruistic supernals from all over the world, such as Sir Impossible of England, Zamak of Russia, and the Elemental Emperor of China, and many others to lead the world into a new golden age. However, just before the end of the 20th century, the great hero General Justice retired and seems to have vanished entirely from the earth. No one alive today knows or even has any idea of where he went or what became of him. Some say he had gone to face an even more terrible threat that seeks to destroy all mankind and has yet to return from this monumental undertaking. Others claim that perhaps he retired to live a peaceful life and live on as just a simple bystander, having had his fill of being the world's greatest hero. In any case, ever since he disappeared, great changes have taken place throughout the world. Less scrupulous and moral supernals have risen to power in many countries, sometimes even establishing sovereign territories of their own. Evil organizations that once lived in fear of General Justice have risen again, emboldened now that their once greatest enemy is nowhere to be seen. Finally, invaders of various kinds, from those from a distant planet or galaxy to those hailing from another universe altogether, have appeared, as if sensing that they will face less resistance against a vulnerable Earth. That said, all is not lost, for somewhere in a backwater country, few even deem to mention or even remember, a new supernal has been born. A young man of otherwise ordinary appearance and behavior, he is completely unaware that he wields incredible power and of his own special destiny. If given enough time and experience, though, this relatively unknown young man might just gain the knowledge and skill needed to protect the Earth from monstrous beings seeking to rule or destroy it. Time will only tell, though, if his powers will be enough to stop the monster planet. Well, that's it for this narration. Anyway, after this, it's likely I'll be going back to doing regular lore videos such as those about Stephen King or Dean Koontz, as well as various tabletop and computer games. Thing is though, I plan on turning Monster Planet into a series of stories on Wattpad. If you're interested, I'd be more than willing to share the link with you. That is, as soon as I can actually finish the thing. As mentioned, I'm really busy these days and my time and energy are a bit tough to balance. That said, I can and will make time for things like both my YouTube channel here and my Wattpad account. Okay, so that's it for this episode of Natural Juan. If you would like to see more content like this, please feel free to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell for notifications. If you would also like to support my channel and what I do here, my Patreon, PayPal, and Gcash information are in the description below. Natural Juan,